So what we've done here is taken a piece of cardboard, measured it at 4 inches, poked a hole. We'll stick our pen through there. This will run against the foam, and our pen will be exactly 4 inches off the edge. Easier way to trace. We're going to bring this around here. Rather cut it with more material than less, so that we don't end up with it too short. Sorry if you guys can't hear me well. The heater's running. It's only about, we're in Canada, so I think it's -2 right now. Could have nicer weather, but and then for 1/2 inch, we'll use our finger width, because I got a calculated finger width here, you know. Here we'll do an arced corner again. We may cut it after and sew the corner, but because most of this stuff, the edges are always hidden kind of under the, I guess, the side rails of the boat, I'm not too concerned about making them perfect in the corners. Left-handed problems here. Let's hope that our idea makes sense. We don't have much material to spare. In my mind, we're going to sew that to this piece. That'll wrap around. That makes sense. So we're going to do one at a time here, because I don't want to cut them twice and screw it up twice. Just double check we have enough material. That's 9 inches, so we need 18 in total. That is 18 there. And let's see if our strip from before, this is more like 1.5 inches. So 6, 7.5, 8 inches. So 8, 16. This might be a little tight. Where's the width? 22, not wide enough to turn it. So how much material do we got? We have 19 inches. So we could do 9.5 by 9.5, which gives us, should give us enough to wrap around and staple on the bottom. I'm going to put you on pause, think about this for a bit. So I figured we'll do the 18 inches, we'll just have enough for this little strip, and we'll see if it works. If not, we'll pick up some more of this dark stuff. And then here we're going to do 9 inches total, so 9 is 18. So. And if we're short, I'm pretty sure we can stretch it a bit. Stuff's kind of stretchy. We'll see how it goes. So we'll cut it like that. We'll use scissors so we don't cut through the bottom. make a note for us. So we know that we're sewing this edge. Once it's cut out, we don't get it backwards. We're also doing one at a time because they're obviously not identical. The one is the reciprocal of this, so we'll have to trace it out anyways. Probably be quicker to cut with a razor, but I'll use scissors. Put that in the scrap pile. There we have one cut out. Here's where we will sew it. Backwards, but this will be on here like this after. We will sew along here. I have no idea how we'll sew this curve. Figure it out. And yeah, I don't know. Let's just lay this on here, see if this all makes sense. We'll extrapolate this line. So we have to sew this. Take our old template. How did they do this? So, the actual one from this side go? Okay. See how they sew this thing. There's still a ton of staples in this. So, right here, it looks like this is the same idea as this, right? One piece. So maybe we'll cut this along here. Okay. So they sewed it like this up until our corner, which we'll mark on our actual material. And then they folded it, and this corner made a little fold, and then they sewed it all the way along this edge. It seems to come up short though. this thing. Scratch that. This was the wrong side the whole time. That ain't good. So. Face to face sew it like this. And then you will fold it, sew it along the edge. Okay. Okay, so. We'll have to cut out another one of these. This is for the other seat. Put it over there. So we just did some checking, and this one that we cut out is for the other seat. So we need to now cut this guy out. And I think for this one, I might leave the fingers here and cut it after as needed to stretch and fold. Maybe that'll work better, but we'll find out. Same idea. I think so. It's hard to say. So we'll put this on the other seat because that's the wrong one. So this is slightly longer than it needs to be, slightly longer than this, but I think that'll help us when we go to sew it to the end strip. We can always cut the excess off. And I did not measure twice, cut once, so fingers crossed. Realistically, this is my other back side of the next seat, so that's scrap. This was our curved edge, so you know what, we'll just keep it square. We can always trim off the excess later. So put that. The other seat, scrap. Okay. Our two-tone. Oh. Oh, did it not? I think we ran out of thread on the bottom.
Just change colors. Just change colors right there.
How did it change colors?
That's one from blue to white, but that's just the bottom.
White or is that pink? I think that's pink.
It could be pink. But you can't see it through there.
No. Interesting. Oh, okay, well we're gonna have to start again.
Well, whatever. We'll just cut it and then you have to start over. We'll figure out how to flip it.
But that's the way I need to do it, right? So if I stick the needle in there and turn it, basically we got to do this. This.
No, but no. That's just the. That's just them leaving. You know. That's just them sewing it that far back. You know, and then when these pieces flip over, then it's like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but how do you
So
continue the corner is what I'm saying.
Okay, so yeah, so that flips like that, and then this has to.
Because basically you got to sew this back to back like this. So that makes a corner, and then it'll flip, and that'll be your corner once it's sewn. So how do you continue this? How do you make a turn right here? So basically, okay, cool. This will be like this.
This is just like a 90-degree fucking turn. Like you're sewing this way, and it's sewing the other.
Okay, so let's put this in the sewing machine with the needle down and right in the corner, so we know.
But
Because when we do that, then we know that's where we're starting. You got both? This way, but how did they just do a 90-degree? Oh, like this?
put it together and give her. Or...
It's just to do a 90-degree. Look how much it's going to be not at the edge.
But that doesn't matter.
But we need enough to go around. So it's like, should I start sewing it a bit here and then just gradually?
No, because you're gonna miss the bottom.
Well, no, I'm gonna keep this straight and I'm gonna gradually. Or do you fold it and sew it?
Maybe fold this corner in or something.
So okay, let's just look at how they did this. They sewed up to here. They stopped. They cut it. So if we cut right there,
And then flip it over.
I think this is too wide.
Yeah.
That's probably the problem. Yeah. So if I turn this 90 degrees like this,
And you're just gonna have to. You're just gonna have to keep that same length over it though, all the way. Or will it matter?
it'll matter a bit because that'll determine how.
Yeah.
But like, I guess I cut it way wider than I needed to.
Yeah. Could have done much wider. So, but it goes. Well, it just got stretched in.
Okay, so no, I was holding it backwards anyways. So yeah, it's wider than it needs to be.
Yeah.
So if I just keep the two edges lined up with my fingers going slow.
Yeah. You just have to make sure they're lined up. And that's gonna be so fucking hard to
Or should I flip it over? Like flip this whole thing over, but it's gonna jam up in here then. I feel like I can get it if I like do one of these.
Yeah. You jam.
It's just because it's
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of balled up there. So here, I'm gonna do one of these. We're just gonna
You gotta
just
start and stop, remember?
right. So we'll hold it like this.
Go forward a bit more. Make sure you're on.
Yep. It's harder than I thought it would be. What if we do this?
How you gonna unroll it?
I'm just gonna let it slide out of my hand. sewing it?
Hang on, let me back to the other side to pull it through.
You just put it
No. It made like a zigzag. You're pulling it, and it.
But I gotta keep it this way. Cause see how this is that curve that we're on.
Yeah.
So here, hold on. No, it moved.
Yeah.
Probably not supposed to start and stop like this, eh?
Why not? Just put it down first. Make sure it's on there.
It is.
I'm just gonna try to. Is it on?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm kind of going fucking all over the place here. You know what? It's probably not going to be the straightest thing. But close to almost missing here.
Pretty golden there, Johnny.
Did it get too close to the edge anywhere here or no?
A
A little bit here.
Yeah. But I mean, it still caught it, so. Yeah, here it was kind of fucking. That's where it kind of.
Can I just go over this one little spot? Because it's kind of like coming down. I think I'm gonna. Give her seamstress. Yeah, I'm kidding. I still want it to come apart at that spot, you know? Is there any other spots that kind of look like that? That was the only spot where we had to kind of stop and start, hey?
Yeah.
It's not a straight line, but... Great. Okay, so now we sew this piece on. Okay. Sew edge. This one we could pin.
Oh, yeah.
So just... flippity-do like this.
What do you do that?
Oh, do you need more on your side?
No,
Pull it that way just a bit because it's short on this side, the top piece.
You're gonna make it. Yeah, that's.
So this piece is all sewn together. We went over one spot that didn't seem to, we had to make a stop and start, so we doubled it up. Now we're pinning the dark color to the light color, and we'll sew that. Time to sew. Fold it this way or this way?
I think It's probably that way easier.
Well, no, probably because this is fold backwards. Remember, this foot's down. So you want to pull out from the side. So we have a boat seat.
Yeah, let's see. Let's check her out. Yeah, Captain. Check her out.
Grab one of those boards.
Flip that upside down. Put foam on it.
Yeah, and then we'll wrap it just to see if I know how to position it. So we got the whole thing stapled on. You just do a bunch of stretching. We started with this corner and that end, stretched it out that way. I think it came out pretty good. We went from these janky old seats to these, and from this to that. For a fraction of what an upholsterer wanted to do them for.